And shout out to Love Seek Shorty. You know, respect you for everything you're doing. You know, some people, we live in a world of impatient people, and they're very impatient with you as a single person developer. You're a single developer trying to do what you're trying to do. And, you know, I like the idea. See, you have more of a, what I see, boxing fan mindset. So, you know, gotta expect, people gotta expect that you're trying to do things, you know, implement things in the game, being one developer, and you got experience, but some things you just can't do by yourself, and you need funding to do it. You don't want to go to the point that you gotta like actually really beg these big companies. How's it going, Nath? Oh, it's been going pretty good. You know, yesterday I just had a problem with my son. I was trying to help him out. How's it going with you? You can hear me? You can see I'm sweating. It's hot here. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm trying to wait to get a couple of people in here. So if you can post this in your on your timeline. Yeah, he's doing good. My son a gamer. He just have his headsets on all the time, and when I be calling him and stuff, he don't really pay attention to his phone. He just gaming. And yesterday I caught him off guard because my wife went over there too, and I caught him off guard, and I thought my son didn't curse, and I heard somebody cursing. I was like looking. I thought it was my wife. It was my son. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" Yeah, he's 20. He'll be 23 in 2 months. Um, yeah. Could you post this in your on your Twitter timeline? I'm trying to get a couple of people in here. Okay, thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, yesterday, Love C Shorty was on, came to give me support. A couple of people came to give me support, but for some reason my computer muted me, and I couldn't fix it. I didn't want to let them stay waiting for me, but I'm about to start the show. I'm about to start it, right? Let me see. Yeah, all right. I'm about to start. Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of the boxing video game wish list. I'm gonna talk about video games, and I'm gonna talk about what's up, Remy. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I'm talking about video games, especially Undisputed. Then we're gonna talk a little bit about EA and these other games that's supposed to be out there. All that music, that's the hood. I live deep in the hood. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Undisputed, and yeah, I'm gonna get on Undisputed now. Undisputed been in development for 4 years, almost 4 years or 4 years. And what's up, A Smooth? Yeah, Undisputed been in development for nearly 4 years, and I say 4 years. We give them a little slack on the pandemic, but then you got to look at these indie companies, being that they're one, two, or three people working on the company, working on things that, to me, when Undisputed was ESBC just needed a little tuning up, but it's like they strayed far away. And to me, the reason is you don't really have boxing fans on your team. You don't really have people that love boxing or pay attention to the little things in boxing that makes boxing what it is. You know, Ash Habib, he loves boxing. Boxing is just, you know, he loves boxing. You see him at the fights and everything. But the developers, the coder, um, it's nothing he loves. He don't have no passion for it. Like NBA 2K, you see the passion that they have. We're not talking about the microtransactions. Please, I don't want to go through that. Everybody, every time I say NBA 2K, they automatically say, no, it's just a horrible game. The microtransactions. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about the good things, especially from the past games that made NBA 2K a great game. Exactly. But you can love it and understand, because if you love it, you're going to try to understand and replicate what it is. Like what's the overhand boxing? I don't think they're really boxing fans, but they're paying attention to what boxing is. They're more into, I think, the Muay Thai. You know, if I'm saying it right, the Muay Thai, they're more into that. But they see that fans want a boxing game. So their thing is, let's give fans a boxing game and then give them the Muay Thai. And they're doing a great, you know, I'm seeing some great things from 2 or 3 people. Now, SCI, they can't use the weird indie game. They keep using it like they're weird three. They acting like it's still Ash and his 2 brothers. That's not what's going on. They have over 70 people working on the team. And it's like they keep trying to use indie company. You can't keep using that. They really can't keep using that, because your base game should have been the tendencies and the understanding of boxing mechanics. If you would have gave us that, because you did it, they did it in the ESBC. You seen little things, you're like, wow, this game, you know, I'm not an online player, but I was in love with what they had. Undisputed gotta come correct. It's just the devs and the coders ain't on the same page. That's exactly what that's exactly what I'm trying to say. They're not on the same page. And it's like, to me, it seems like they're trying to sabotage what Ash won. And I somewhat, I'm not trying to keep names out of it, because people get their feelings. But Ash want one thing, and the coder and some of the devs, they want something else. But to me, Ash got to put his foot down a little bit. He got to step on them and let them say, and say, yo, how's it going, man? I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Ash gotta like really speak up and say something. You got these new guys coming in there. Ash stopped talking. Ash felt good talking to me like he was like a little kid. He was like, "Yo, how did you like what we recently put out?" That's how Ash used to do me. But then when he got certain people in there, Ash started cutting me off. And their thing is, I supposed to like everything because it's a boxing game. No, that's not how it is with me. If I see somebody make something that I don't like, I'm really not gonna like it, and I'm not gonna really support it the way they think I should support it. And let me see, because I was trying to write down some notes. Yeah, let's talk about the graphics. It seemed like the graphics somewhat downgraded. I don't know if the graphics downgraded because they're trying to optimize for all the systems, but we were playing on a PC. It was you shouldn't have to optimize. I could see if you had the consoles and the PC and you optimize it, but they optimized the game for it didn't make no sense. Did you see my post when I wrote about how EA, not EA, 2K, they outsource for the tendencies, for the business stuff like that, and SCI trying to act like Box Rec and all of them doing that. They're not doing it because I know one of the guys from Box Rec, and I've been talking to him for years. He used to work with the guy Jim Trezone that I always talk about, and he said he'll do it for free. He said he loved boxing, and every company that I was dealing with, like, when I was messing with Round for Round, and I was messing with like two other companies, I was trying to get Jim Trezone in there because that's his specialty, tendencies and attributes and stuff. That's what SEI could have been focusing on, just the graphics and boxing mechanics, and he could have been doing the other thing. And he should have been one of the people that consulted, because he had books out on boxing too. And it seemed like at this point it seemed like SCI is trying to rush the game out now, because they start pulling in investors. And I'm like, is they really gonna be ready in October? The October the console players are not PC players. Console players are they're gonna really give it to them. Give it to SCI. They're not as patient, and they keep telling us, be patient. This is our first game. Can't keep using that excuse. Can't they really can't keep using that excuse that is their first game, because I put out proof that EA made 5 games. 5 games in 5 years. When they first started making the Fight Night, the Knockout Kings and the Fight Night games, they had 5 games. And SCI, it's like they intentionally leaving things out. Fight Night right now compared to the live build of Undisputed is more free flowing. Yeah, I can see that. But I'm look this what gets me. Look at the overhand boxing. Look how fluid that is. Compare it to what Undisputed had. And then, to me, the ESBC version of Undisputed, it flowed a little better. It was a little bit more realistic as far as the boxing mechanics. And then you see the people with the even the feint, that's what that's what Remy is having a problem with. The feints, you can't sell the feints, but in ESBC you can sell the feint, some. So I'm like, why are they taking these back steps? And my thing is, they keep saying they have in-house consultants. They don't have in-house consultants. What they do is they develop the game, then they let the the boxers come in and see the game and ask them, do they like it? That's not consulting. That's not consulting. Like with 2K, they have people there that are basketball players that's sitting down, but like, yo, no, you should do his foot like this, or do his body like this, and stuff like that. That's a consultant. It's not, once we do it, then we bring you in and you tell us if do you like it or not. And 9 times out of 10, the I forget this guy name that's helping them with the game. He's an investor, but they're 9 times out of 10. They're gonna like the game. It's like Mike Tyson. You bring Mike Tyson in the studio, and you made him or something, and a little bit of his characteristics. He gonna be like, yeah, I like that. But that's not you, Mike. Stop saying they gotta stop saying they like certain things. Make the game, like, if you love something, you want it to be done right. Because I'm pretty sure if Mike Tyson seen SCI make what's one of his favorite boxers, Roberto Duran. and it fights nothing like Roberto Duran. Now let me get on the video. They put out a video recently, and the boxers all seem like they was fighting the same to me. It's like no distinction between any of the boxers. It makes no sense. It's no distinction between any of the boxers. It's like all the boxers. It's no. I saw no boxing. You should at least have, like in the game, one or two boxers that actually box. Have boxing. Everybody like slugging, throwing punches, like winking and stuff like that. It makes no sense. I'm using my pad and my PC, and my PC fell over. I mean my tablet fell over. Yeah, but it's like they trying to start. It's like they starting to give us the bare minimum. It's like they trying to work on the next game. That's what it seemed like. They got like over 200, and they got over 200 boxes they're supposed to put in the game. And people keep saying, nah, they don't be working on certain boxes, movements and stuff later. Don't worry about how I look now. They got 200 boxes. They gonna give us the bare minimum of how these boxes they're giving us now, and then go to the next boxes. They got to keep it moving because they don't have dedicated. It seems like they don't have dedicated developers working on one thing. It's like they all over the place. 2K, they have people that's dedicated to certain things. Like I was saying, for their tendencies and stuff, they have dedicated outsourced people. Yeah, bevel punches do look generic, and I wonder how your boy punch is gonna look. Let me see. So, this is why I don't get why they don't have tendency. Exactly. That should have been in the base game. Tendency should have been part of the base game. You build off of that. Because my thing is, if you have tendencies, traits, and all that, it'll be easier to make the boxers. Now you gotta tweak them separately. Now, if you got tendencies, you can like, hey, I can move the slider this way, and I move the slider that way. Now, that's for this boxer. Then you move on. Anybody can make it if you got tendency sliders. And then and my thing is, I'm like upset with the creative boxing mode because it doesn't have tendencies. Because that's how you make a boxer unique. And people say, why you keep wanting tendencies? Because it's player versus player. If I'm playing offline and I'm playing against, say I made Floyd Mayweather, like somebody put, I made Floyd Mayweather, and he's fighting regular. He's not fighting like Floyd. But if I had tendency sliders, I could create Floyd exactly the way Floyd fights. And Caleb Plant exactly the way he fights. We could tweak what the developers did. Like, the developers might don't care. They like get it close as they can, but we could tweak it to where the boxers actually fight the way they fight. And that's how you bring more players into the game. Because they be like, yo, did you see how someone made Holyfield? He's fighting like Holyfield. Like Ali, you could tweak Ali because Ali don't fight nothing like Ali to me. They make Ali fight too, like Ali fights more offensive looking, not slugfest like the way they got it in the game. Oh, yeah, I got it. What's up, Love Seat Shorty? Appreciate you coming through. Yes, y'all gotta support the brother. Gotta support Love Seat Shorty. Single dev. I know a lot of people was, giving us, hard time, but please support the brother, cause y'all will get like if he put up a GoFund or something like that, y'all give the money. But he's giving you something. He's giving you something. Support the brother. You know, the more games we have, the better. The more games that companies see somebody trying to make a game, they'll be like, oh, well, maybe we should make a boxing game. Or maybe a company give him a lot of money for him to come and work with them. And I'm pretty sure he's still working on his own game. But yeah, it's like a lot of these yeah, like they let me see what I was talking about. Oh, it's 2:30. Try to if you got talk to him, I'm gonna put it on the put it in the Twitter. And put on if you got Twitter. Yeah, cause you can actually talk to him. You got to talk to. You can like actually call in. Let me see. You gotta get it. Trying to have two. I want to do the let some of y'all actually talk. I want to tell me the moderator offline. I am the head of it. Yeah. So what do y'all think? Nice to see you too. Appreciate you coming through. This more block my camera. I can't. I guess I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Yeah. What do y'all think about SCI releasing the game in October? Yeah, you gotta break your silence, man. Man. I miss not seeing you have no videos, man. Some type of video. Just just do a video, man. Just pop up and say hi. How y'all doing? I'm still alive. Something like that. It's not that. Yeah, I think the main people in control, like far as development and coding. You notice I'm keep doing like that because I don't want to say old boy name. People in coding, they because he actually the head coder. He actually said he wasn't really a boxing fan. He didn't really care too much for boxing. That right there, that's bad because um Ash Habib said that the team is full of boxing fans. He said it's a boxing game made by boxing fans. So you selling something to fans that's not true. You know, and that because that got me excited because you know I say, oh, boxing fans, and it's been made by boxing fans. Oh, I'm gonna get the game I wanted. Especially when I used to have my talks with Ash. Ash sounded like a little kid, you know, on Christmas, the way he was saying all the things he was gonna have in the game. And I was like, yo. And he said, what you think? I said, yeah, I said, what you saying is basically what I have on my wish list. Which I think he got the ideas, some of the things from my wish list that he didn't add. Again, sound like EA. Yes, let me see. Yeah. See, the sports fans, then like they not looking at. Then you gotta look at when it comes to sports fans and video games. You gotta look at the age of the people that you're trying to sell to. Because Ash told me, he said, some gamers gonna get mad because he said this his game is for he's making a game for boxing fans, and he said hopefully by making a game for boxing fans, being that it's a game, he will attract gamers. And to me, even a hardcore gamer, if you don't understand the sport, because to me, the hardcore gamers, they like challenges. So if you give us a real boxing game and it's challenging, that's what hardcore gamers like. And I'm wondering is Ash, yeah man, I'm sweating. It's hot out. I mean it's hot up here where I'm at. See, if I was in my room, I got an air conditioner. I'm in the living room. Um, yeah, Ash was saying, saying all these things about he don't care about that, but then it seemed like when certain people got under his umbrella, they start changing his mind about certain ways of how he's making the game, and then people start complaining. Even to me, even some of the casual fans are complaining about the game not being realistic, and that's funny to me. And I wonder what they did with the is there gonna still be a E3 thing with Undisputed? I wonder if that's still gonna be a thing once they change the name. I know they're trying to get away from that name because that's all people were thinking about. Because they said who was that? The publisher was saying that's what people gonna think the game is just only a ES sports game, a esports game, and they said they changed the name. So what is your expectations about the game? I got all these notes and I ain't do none of my points. Oh yeah, I like the idea of what the career mode is, but it's very limited. I mean, it's limited, but it's not limited. Cause my thing is they should have like EA and I hate talking about EA. EA, when you could create as many boxes as you want, or you able to create boxes and put them in different weight classes to stack the weight class realistically. And then was the Fight Night round three? I think four had it too. That when you create a boxer, it integrates into the career mode. They don't have things like this. I'm like, they going backwards. We in 2024 and you don't have things like that. I'm like, what's going on? Then that is so much like the robes. Old games got robes. They got the tops for the women, so that means they could put robes in the game. Cause there's somebody who's, some fans always act like we ignorant. Cause I'm like, yo, I could say that I'm an old head, one of the OGs in the community. I don't seen every game. I seen every game that was made. I seen a different thing. I talked to people. That's something I'm gonna get into too. I talked to developers. They even was saying, "What? Where's the robes?" They said, "I don't see why they keep feeding y'all that excuse. Where's that? There, it's hard to put robes in and hard to put the referee in the ring." And then two of the devs said what I said. 2K, WWE 2K, why do they got so many wrestlers in the ring, but they can't put one referee? I mean, they got all them referees. I mean, they got all those wrestlers in the ring, but SEI cannot put one referee in the ring. That's crazy. And everybody keeps saying it's a different mechanic. What they got to do with anything? You get in 2K, you got wrestlers. They wrestling movement. They running over there while one wrestler is fighting another wrestler and disrupting them. That means that's a referee could walk over there and break them. That's that's what I'm trying to say. 2K, SEI making too many excuses like we kids. We're not 4 and 5 year olds. And me, I love digging. I talk to devs all day if I can. I be on LinkedIn talking to devs. Lovezy Shorty could he'll tell you that. I stay on there. I'm talking to devs all day. They say a lot of things what we're being fed is not true. I even talked to EA. Well, I got friends from EA that's developers. I even talked to them. They saying it's a lot of things that they're saying they can't do. They can do. So I feel sorry for SEI if EA makes another boxing game. Yeah, their punch animation is like a lot of people accepting it, and it's like you see that person that you don't really want to say bad about, talk bad about, but you see they're bad. It looks bad. The animations look bad in the game. It's like the punches is not the way the actual boxer throw his punches. It's like what's that? Overhand boxing, the punches look more smoother. Even love see Shorty, a lot of his fighters do punches and do mechanics that I'm SCI, why are y'all not doing this? It's like you get all that money. I don't know how much Turkey Alashi invested in the company, but it's like they really didn't use that money for what they should have used it for. They got a nice little team, 70 people. Cause they did a decent amount when they had ESBC. They did good with the boxers. Now you got 70 people, and it seemed like you're kind of going backwards. Yeah, the clinching. I understand that. It's no excuse for that. The clinching is like, and they keep trying to mislead us, talking about, oh, we're trying to make a dynamic clinching system. Trust me, EA make another boxing game. They got a clinching system. Knockout Kings had a clinching system, and a couple of the Fight Night games had clinching systems in it. So I'm like, what are you talking about? It's hard to do. To me, a lot of these things is people don't want to do it within the company, or they scared to ask somebody for help. It makes no sense. It's like I'm like we're in 2024. Why are we still like asking? Makes no sense. Like they don't have what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. But the AI guy, I'm gonna call him the AI guy. He keep trying to feed us, you know, that AI is tendencies. AI and tendencies are not the same thing. They're definitely not the same thing because anybody can look it up. AI and tendencies are nothing the same. AI needs tendencies, and tendencies need AI. He do, but he's a diva. He's really a diva. you know, I give him respect because he wrote I forget what it was. He wrote something for my son when my son was in school because my son was going to school to make video games, and he wrote a article for my son. But he's a diva, straight up diva. He wanted all to be all about him. But in a game with a game like this, if you don't know or you don't like something, ask for help and get it done right. That'll put more to me. That put more spotlight on you. But it's like he just. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to talk real bad about him or throw his name out there. The people that know, they know. Yeah, it's just annoying. Oh yeah, I want to talk about the develop. Yeah, I was talking about. Yeah, that's another thing. He even said to me because I was telling him, I said, you shouldn't let us keep having that get up game like that. I say you should give people options. Then you got some people that be like, no, I like the way it is because they remind you of EA. Give people options. A lot of people didn't like that EA get up game. Like my brother, he loved Peace and Blessings be upon him. My brother, he loved the the Knockout Kings in the Fight Night series, but he never liked that get up game. He'd quit, and I would too. Like if it was like I just got knocked down from nothing and I should be able to get up. I was like, nah, I don't want that. I'd rather you give me the option to button tap or another get up game. That's good. That should be an option. It don't gotta be a competitive play or online. But to me, like I always say, they should have a contract system. With a contract system, you could agree, hey, we agreed to use the button taps to get up. We agreed to use the sticks to get up. That's a contract system. Or the contract system we could do this or do that. That's what they should have, because that's the type of thing like 2K will have and other games will have. You have a system where y'all both agree with. And I'm like, yo, I'm giving them ideas, but they try to push me away. Especially on the Discord, the jealous people, they try to push me away because I love boxing and they love Tekken. I don't think it'll be a nightmare because y'all still agreeing. Because once you get matchmaking, and then y'all say, well, you ask what you want to, or before you play, like you already put what kind of rules you want. That a person they should be able to put what kind of rules they want. If y'all rules match up to how y'all want to play, then that it should match up. And I think the way once consoles happen, I think people gonna get more fights than they do on PC. Yeah, everything should have like a contract. Especially if you want to fight online, it should be a contract system that y'all agree on. Basically y'all gameplay. It's basically like real boxing. Like y'all agree to how many rounds y'all want to go, and things like that. Yeah, it'll be less quitting. See, they don't think like me. And it's like these the people that push me out when I put my ideas. When I put these ideas on the Discord, they saying, "Oh, you trying to influence people?" It's my ideas. If it influence somebody, that's on them. And what's wrong with my idea? It's supposed to be a realistic game. That's crazy. Saying I'm be trying to bully people. No, you intimidated by me. I'm not trying to bully nobody. Never bullied nobody. Only time I bullied somebody when I was boxing. That's the only time I bullied somebody. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, yeah. When I was talking to the some devs on LinkedIn, they was like they want to make a game, and they a lot of them trying to wait to see how well Undisputed do. And I was telling some it's three devs, but I was telling three companies. I was saying don't wait for Undisputed to come out because if they get that traction and then because EA that's what EA doing to me that's what is doing. They're waiting for Undisputed to come out and see how they do, and then when if they do well, then EA say yeah we can start working on our game. We can start by working on our game. If they that's a rumor because when I talk to one of my EA friends, he don't work there no more, but he said that's a rumor. EA's not gonna say nothing because they want to keep companies worrying. They don't want nobody to really. But SCI Ash is like, I want the smoke. Basically, that's what he was saying. He said he want the smoke, and I always appreciated that about Ash because he said he going full in. Because I was like, you sure you want to add all that stuff in it? You sure you want to make a boxing game like that? I said because he ain't gonna come out. He said, hey, let them come on. I'm ready. We getting ready. But to me, right now, they're not ready for EA to if EA come out. Even though UFC is not doing well at all, and EA they gotta make some major decisions right now because UFC is not doing what they wanted to do. And to me, Fight Night champion didn't do well, and they cut it off. So the UFC should have been cut off, but the only thing that keep them from cutting UFC off, they had that contract with Dana White. Sure, I wish I was a part of the team. The last team I was a part of, them jokers start getting intimidated with me, by me sometimes. Cause I'm talking to Joker way from across seas, and we be talking and they say, no, Paul, we don't want that. Fans ain't gonna like that. I say, how you gonna tell me? Well, why did you put me on the team if you gonna tell me what fans is not gonna like? Because you know what I want in a boxing game. Mother, so like some people, couple of people, they wanted me to be on the team and saying like to be quiet, saying I'm too passionate. Come on, man, stop trying to tamper down my passion. I know what can be put out there. I think so too. Cause you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna use the excuse. Um, they're gonna say, don't complain because SCI did it. But EA can't say that because EA did that with the boxers. They call themselves, and I know they did that to get the boxing fans to play the game. But that to me, that's the stupidest idea in the world. It's not a boxing game, and you putting boxers in it. I always was against that idea. They try to feed me. Nah, it's not good. And then when SCI, they start putting boxers. UFC guys in the game. I was like, yo, I was upset. And Ash, he hit me up in my on my DMs, and he said, no, Paul. He said, what it is, we have right now we have to fill out the weight classes to make it because they had to show their idea, show it to investors because at first he didn't want the investors, but he wanted to get more people attention, and he started putting them UFC guys in there. But after that, he wasn't putting no more UFC guys in there. I keep saying that. You know, I keep saying it don't have no tendencies in there. No, you know, I try to keep the capabilities out there, but capabilities will take it over the top too. But tendencies with the AI and the traits, it'll be an incredible game. You know, they trying to sell the AI. The AI is not going to carry the game, especially with the created characters. Created characters need the tendencies. And, and I know people going to say, oh, you talking about the EA tendencies? That's my idea. If you look at old videos when Brian Hayes Brizzo, he tell you that was my idea. He got my wish list, you know, a wish list that I sent him. The tendencies that he put in the game, those were mine, and a couple other guys that helped me with it. But originally, tendencies was my idea, and then you know, Brian Hayes said they didn't have time to put the tendencies in the way that they wanted to because EA made them focus on the story mode. He said that's why, because he said that whole game wasn't their vision. He said they wanted to upgrade more than what they had, but they was too focused on the story mode, and that's where all the funding went for the game because each game has a certain amount of money they put in. You know, even though I always get on them that it's a $1 trillion company, you know, $1 billion company, they have a certain amount of money that goes to that game. Yeah. So what do y'all expect from the game coming in October? The punch impacts looked a little better in the last video I seen, but I still every time I think about the game, I think about ESBC. It's like, yeah, I don't really expect much, but to me they gotta come with something because console gamers is not gonna accept anything. They'll play the game probably like a week or two, and then they're gonna start complaining. Yeah, I really hope he does well. You know, I support it, but you know, everybody's not gonna feel the same way. Then you gotta say if that gonna be good enough distraction to keep it from other games taking their attention. Because if a good game come out and that game can't keep my attention, that is gonna lose out. And my thing is I keep hearing companies talk about the next game. The console player is going to choose the game alive. If Undisputed doesn't do it right, the first impression is the main impression. Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. They talking about yeah they try to feed us about time constraints and stuff. It's not the way they keep saying it is time constraint is not going to keep them from doing. The only way y'all can worry about time constraints if y'all trying to that only works for like companies like EA. They could use that excuse because they got more than one game they're working on. But SCI doesn't have more than one game they're working on. Yeah, so that they don't have much to work on, so they can't use the that excuse. That's another thing. I'm glad you said that. Did they ever explain why they didn't use momentum in the punch animations? Can't throw big shots without shifting weight. Exactly. Because they were doing so much right. And then it seemed like they just stopped. It's crazy. And you hear people telling me it's only a video game. It's only a video game. If you take that approach to making a video game, we'll still be stuck with Activision boxing, the two M's boxing. That's what we'll be stuck with. It's not only a video game. We can't keep using that mindset, because if you keep saying it's only a video game, they're not going to push themselves to make a better game. Because there's so much. When you see other video games with the graphics and you see the movements and things like that, that means they can do it too. And I'm thinking that they made a mistake. I mean, they messed up by using the engine they used. To me, they should have started off with Unreal Engine. But I know why. I know why they used the engine that they used, because that's what what's his name, Aimbot, the developer. I said his name. The developer. He's proficient in that that, how I keep forgetting the engine, but he know how to use that engine, and he don't know how to use Unreal Engine. But if they would have used Unreal Engine, they could have did more. But to me, that's not an excuse, because Love C Shorty, he does a lot with what he got as a solo dev. And yeah, Unity. Thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's Unity. They trying to use that excuse that Unity is holding them back. No, Unity is not holding you back. It's still, to me, it's still the devs. It's the devs. Straight up, it's the devs. You know, it's crazy that they keep using that. Because Love C Short, and I think no, they use Unreal Engine. The overhand box, I think they use Unreal Engine. But still, it's like I see so many good games made with the Unity engine, and they're using the excuse that they can't do certain things. You know, I'm seeing a lot of things missing out, but I'm you know, I don't want to nitpick. Look, for one, they don't really have rope mechanics in the game. You know, when I see Love C Shirt, I see that you can lay back on the ropes. You know, I'm like, yo, well, they can't do this. It's 70 people on over 70 people on the team. Exactly. See, you're a developer. You saying it. And they have a larger, you a single developer, and they have a larger team with people with have, you know, different strengths in doing things. That's why I like talking to developers online, and that's why I try to pick your brain too. But I try to talk to developers online to see if these companies trying to feed us, you know, nonsense. And when I'm online, you know, I'm on LinkedIn, they telling me that what's called is feeding us nonsense. One of the developers telling me that they it's like they already thinking about the next game. They shouldn't be thinking about the next game, because you should hope that this game sells millions of copies. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's like the excuses, like the weaving and stuff. It could be done. Love C Shorty got the weaving, he got the leaning. So why you can't do it? It's like they feeding us like we little kids, and I'm gonna challenge them every day. Yeah, it really needs to sell. I hope it sell, and it like soups them up to do better. Cause if it sell better, I'm gonna get on them harder. I think I'm gonna be making 3 videos a day, 2, 3 videos a day. don't think to me, and I'm glad you said that. Undisputed 2 will never see the light of day. Ash original mindset was he didn't want to have a undisputed two, well, it was before Undisputed even came out. Before ESBC, he ain't never want the game to be like ESBC 2, 3, 4, 5. He said he wanted the game to be you could update it, something like Warframe. I don't know if any of y'all familiar with Warframe. And Warframe is a beautiful game now. It looks nuts. Cause I seen my son play. I was like, "What are you playing?" He said, "It's Warframe." I said, "Yo," and that's another small team. If they could do this, it's a small. It's not. It's not. It's like I think they got like 50 people, probably more now, since the game is doing so well. But I'm like, yo, yeah, he want to do seasons. That was part of the whole thing of what was called an online update, and I forget exactly the terminology, but it was online updating instead of having new new numbered games, and I thought it was a good idea, especially since a lot of games trying to move away from hard copies, and I hate that. I hate that idea. Hate it with a passion. Because if it's not going to be a hard copy, you should knock the price down. The price shouldn't be the same because you're not doing manufacturing and all that. Yeah, it's a couple of games. Just even Starfield is looking better to some people, but I'm not a multiplayer person. That's why Starfield is not doing good. A lot of people not really like games like that. They don't expect that from companies like Bethesda. Yeah, it's crazy. But my thing is, like I always put out there, I don't like EA, but if EA say they making another unboxing game, I'm gonna be on them. Don't let them pull me on the team or something like that, because they know I'm one of their hardest critics. But they pull me on the team in some type of way, man. Undisputed gonna hate me. I like Ash. I like Ash. He's a decent person, good-hearted person too. But I'm gonna just go in. Even though I hate going at different companies because you want the competition. Competition make better games, and that's how I knew. Yeah, it really is good for boxing. Video games is good for boxing. It's really good for boxing. And my thing is, like I always put out there, these companies that have the money, they should grab these boxers that need help, and fans like that. And then you start getting more eyes on your company. Like they get these boxers that's no longer alive and stuff like that. Poe Wee also been saying this for the longest. Undisputed actually has it so blessed because all they need to do is show some effort, and because so many are starved from not having boxing games, we will buy all the DLC and extra. Yeah, I'll buy the DLC because to me, but the thing is, that's when tendencies come back into play. They have to, the boxers gotta fight like the boxers. They gotta look like the boxers. They gotta give us something niggas really want to buy the DLC. Even though some people, I see they buy anything. If Still City sold a pair of gold glitter boots, they probably buy them for like $5, $6, which is crazy. You know, they put Floyd Mayweather in the game. They should do Floyd Mayweather the way he's supposed to do. They probably could say, hey, we're gonna charge you $8 for him or something like that. They gonna get it. I'm gonna give it to him if he fight the way he's supposed to. And then you gotta give me not just that one Floyd Mayweather. You gotta give me the the early Floyd Mayweather and Money Mayweather. That's for $8. That's what you should give me. And I could ask for a third version of Floyd Mayweather. But two Mayweathers for $8 or even $10 if you want to go there. Yeah. And that idea, I've been pushing that hard about having different versions of a boxer. And to me, you can't just give us different versions of a boxer, how they look visually. You gotta give us, because all boxers don't fight the same way, especially when they move into a higher weight class. Because I see they gave us, well, they ain't give us nothing. They got Tyson Fury, two different versions of them, and they got Sugar Ray Leonard, two different versions of them. The smaller, the younger Sugar Ray Leonard, he threw a whole lot of punches. You got to give us that. You got to give us them flurries and stuff that Sugar Ray Leonard threw. And I seen that in boxing games. Yeah, we need the right stacks. I don't know if they just using BoxRec as just the name, or they actually letting those people from BoxRec do the stats. Because I know one of the guys, I don't know why I keep forgetting people's name. It's like when you get on TV, you freeze up. I'm forgetting this guy's name, but he does ratings and stuff like that. And that's crazy. Eddie Hall don't punch that. He don't punch that hard. Because their thing is they using a big person punching hard. Eddie, I'm pretty sure, because when I see him fight, I said he really doesn't punch that hard. He'll get ate up by an actual boxer. Yeah, I think they just got BoxRec as the name. And this another thing I'm gonna put out there. I hate to do it, but I put them up on BoxRec. I put them up on I'm forgetting these things. I put them up on all these people, but then they pushed me out. Joe was like, yo, I put them down on these people because I got and I I don't know if they're gonna watch this video, but I got conversations I had with these people that I helped ESBC get, and then they pushed me out. I'm like, yo, it ain't so much they pushed me out because I don't want to blame Ash and some of the developers. It's so much more that it's the mods that the jealousy. It's like a jealousy that was going on the Discord. They pushed me out. That's a good one. It's like a boxing game made by people who don't really like boxing. That's true. That goes that's the total opposite of Ash. Um, he had it was a logo he had. He had that, and then he said, what he was saying, the NBA 2K of boxing. The game is neither one of those. Because when you see like Shaq plays like Shaq in NBA 2K. When you got people like Jordan plays like Jordan. Kobe plays like Kobe. And most of the boxers, they fight too much the same. And I know the last video, I don't know if Boxing Fanatical was playing the game or something like that, But I think they should have showed two different styles instead of both boxers slugging it out. Let it know that it's actually a boxing game where you're gonna get two different, boxing styles fighting against each other. But it seemed like both of the boxers were slugging. Cause you got some boxers that clam up or nothing. You don't even like the defenses don't look like you have some boxers shell up like that or something. You don't have that, and I seen that in the game. I seen that in a boxing game before. Y'all always getting on box fanatical. That's my god. It's real. It doesn't seem like really no styles. That's why they put they keep like trying to limit it. It's so many styles. You see so many different ways that boxers box. Hand positions, defensive hand. Their hands is not in different. You got some boxers got their hands up like this or like this and stuff like that. They're not doing that. Be right back. Mom, Mom, you know I'm having a show. I told you I was having a show. Yeah, but you won't let me in the room. I got a show going on. Yes. It's no box yet. Yeah, tomorrow's for that. They just examined she's got a lump there. They got to go see if it's benign or anything. I'm going to get that. That's why I ain't really call nobody because it's nothing to really call or worry anybody about yet. I mean, not yet, but worry anybody about. Well, I got to go get your paperwork, images and stuff. Images is the best. I think one of the best. Yeah, all right, y'all still there? If EA did a remaster of Fight Night, the same people that's playing the game now is gonna be the ones that's playing it. I'm telling you. People were mad with Fight Night because I keep telling people acting like Fight Night sold well. It didn't sell that well. That's why EA stopped making it. It only sold, I think, a million copies, something like that. Across a million, not a million copies across three games, three game systems. A lot of people like remaster Fight Night, and then people gonna be like, "This is gonna be the thing." People gonna say, for one, they gotta pay these boxes again, because if they don't still got them under contract, which I think they don't, because it's been 10 years, contracts don't go that long. So if they're gonna have to re up on these people that they already got in the game, Fight Night champion. Then they gotta try to grab these new guys. And I'm pretty sure Fight Night is That's another thing about Fight Night, which Undisputed got him on. 200 boxers. Are they going to influence boxer again? Yeah, EA got, I mean, SCI has over 200 boxes. That right there, that got a lot of people attention. That by itself. And EA is not going to spend no money on no 200 boxes. If anything, EA will try to buy SCI. But I'm pretty sure Turkey Ali She will not let that happen because he was talking like he was like against EA. He said this game's gonna be better than EA. To me, if you wanted to be better than EA, you better throw some more money in it. Because the people that the investors that they're talking about, that's not enough money to really move the needle a lot. You know, and they wanna exactly. And I think they should go another route with fight. I mean, with a boxing game. They need to rename it and but EA. I think from my talks with Ash out because he sometimes because he say he can't say a lot of things because I'm not part of the team. You know when we used to talk. From what I heard, I think EA tried to buy them two times. You know, made two offers, them and another company, and he was like, no. He said no. So you know, because I don't know how EA would have worked with 200 bucks because EA don't like putting money out. Because then they would have to they had to stretch their team out that they had, but they acting like they had a hard time putting boxes in. Because they're making excuses talking about it takes like 6 to 7 months for one boxes. That's a lie. Maybe way back in the days, it don't take no 7 months for no boxes, especially now with the technology. And I'm pretty sure um when they make because what's called SEI got more boxes in the game than EA right now. Right now they got more boxes than what Fight Night Champion has. I'm not talking about the 200. I'm talking about the boxes they got in their game right now. They have more than what EA Fight Night Champion has. But why don't Undisputed have way more fight styles than Fight Night Pro? Because they're being lazy. It's the developers. I don't care. They could contact me or whatever. It's the developers. I'm telling you, it got to be it's the developers. It makes no sense for the styles. 'Cause like what's this company? Overhand Boxing. Look the little things that they put in stylistically, you be like, wow. Love C Shorty, the little things that he did put in the game for him to be one person, it might not be as fluid that most people want, but the things that he put in the game, it could be done. I don't even think you talking about SCI is focused on licensing and marketing. I don't think they are. I think because if they were marketing, we'd be seeing the game more. I think they're really going. Their marketing push is going to be starting next, like late August, like in the middle of August and September. September, because October when the game drop, that's when they're going to do their push. Because marketing by itself, that's a lot of money, and I think that's when they're gonna Turkey out. She gonna put some more money in the pockets to marketing because he doing a heck of a job with the marketing for these fights. So imagine if he did the marketing for this game. I think Ash is kind of scared to to put money. I mean, to ask for more money from Turkey Alley shit. I'd be like, yo, give me a couple of mil so I could get more boxes. Like it's like this is a major boxes that they're not new boxes like Tank and all that, but there's some boxes out there that they will pull a lot of fans in, and a lot of gamers they trying to push the boxing fans out, and they're more focused on the popular boxers today. Yeah, I think yeah, time is gonna help Love C Shorty, with his game. Yeah, I think so too. I really think so too. It's just yeah, I lost with Undisputed, even though I can't play it because my son took his laptop and I got to buy me a PlayStation. I might buy me a gaming laptop too. But he took all that, and that was my focus right now, because I was like, Dad, it don't motivate me to get something to play. Now when that game come out, I want to have it so I can like really give my feedback about it. Give a honest review of it. So yeah, it's just I just wonder how because you got Love C Shorty game, you got Overhand Boxing game, and then you got it was another. It's quite it's I know it's three games behind the scenes that's trying to make a game, and they like like holding back, and they're like kind of scared, and it's crazy. Everybody was scared of EA making a boxing game. Now they're scared of SCI. We're undisputed. That's crazy. Then some of them scared that SCI gonna motivate EA and they don't want to spend their money and then lose it because you got two good games. And my thing to them, always tell them, if you make a good game, fans gonna support your game, EA games, and SCI games. So that shouldn't be something that you're worried about. So what do you think? I ain't gonna be too harsh on SCI on release. If it is better than what we have already, it's moving in the right direction. I will be patient with them. Yeah, that's my thing. If it look better than what we have now, all right, I'm supporting it. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm telling. I'm telling, and these jokers, they got more experience than you, and they got more experience. Some of them got more experience than the developers that was at EA, and they're scared of EA. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And my thing is, in a lot of companies, this is what they think, and I got respect for you and Overhand Boxing. They think they need boxers. They need real boxers. My thing is, if you make a great game, a good game, and fans like it, boxers gonna want to be in it. They're gonna come after you. I know this from experience because I used to help get boxers for, different companies. I was helping EA get boxers, and I was helping Round for Round get boxers, and I pushed some boxers to Undisputed. Because I was telling a lot of these boxers, I say, you should be in more than one game. Don't let out. I tell every boxer that I talk to, Don't never let a company lock you down in one contract. Don't never let them let you be exclusive to their game. Tell them you want to be able to be in all the games that you want to be in, and a lot of them sign the contract. Because I was talking to Jamel Herring. Who else I talked to? Clarissa Shields. I told her when I was talking to her. I said we don't when I work for round, helping round, I said we don't lock you in the contract, even though the guy that I was helping, some of the boxes he did lock in, and I didn't know that. They do. That's basically one of my that's basically one of my main things. They don't have people that's passionate. The passion comes from the people that tell you that they got passionate people working on the game. I'm like, stop saying that everybody has the same passion you have, and they don't. Yeah, things will fall in place if they have the people with the passion. Because when I see passion, I see love, see shorty. When I see passion, I see overhand boxing. You can see it in the product that they're trying to make. You know, once things start getting fine tuned and more things added to it, you will see the vision. With Undisputed, you see people, Ash putting, telling him what he want, but they're not really doing. It seems like you got some pullback from what he really want. It's like people that's trying to take control over something and you can't do it, but they can. And you got to depend on them. What Love C Shorty has means more than anything else, and that is the right attitude to make a game. That's why I have faith in him. Yeah, exactly. And I hate how and I know and I don't want to really put names out there like that, but it's somebody that came on the Undisputed team. They start shutting down all communications. Like um Boston Fanatical should be more passionate about the game, but he's trying to keep from saying things. He can't even to really talk about the game. And I'm like, yo, what type of junk is that? It ain't like he giving away industry secrets or something. I'm like, yo, let him talk to us about the game. Let him be who he is about the game. That's why when I was with a lot of companies, they were like trying to pull me on board. I said, I don't want to be on your team and another company making the same product you're making. And then I know me. If you're not doing what that other company doing and you really straying away from what I really want, I can't do it. I'm gonna be up to. I'm gonna keep telling you why you not doing this. They're doing it. Cause I remember when I used to argue with old boy. I don't know why I forget his name because I don't talk to him a lot. Um, when I was talking to the owner of Round for Round, we used to get in debates a lot of times, and he trying to tell me that fans want a arcadish game with a little realism in it. I said, "Oh, you talking about like fighting, huh?" I said, "No, they don't." I said, "I know for a fact because I was an EA moderator and community leader. I used to make the doggone chat going do a revolt. Them all used to be like, yeah, my thing try to turn off on me. Yeah, they tried to ban me. Dad's trying to ban me because of what I was saying. Because I had the whole what's that community? They were going against him about something, and I went back down. I said no. They said you're on our team and you're supposed to, have the same vision. No, we don't have the same vision. You put me on the team so I can have the same vision. That's not me. So the chat start getting on them. They pull me back on. Then they try to I call it buying you. They sent me to EA. I went to EA in a trip, and I went to they pulled me to the Mike Tyson movie premiere. I met Mike Tyson and all that. And it's like they was doing these things to buy me, to make pull me in. That stuff don't do nothing for me because I'm stubborn. I know what I want. And then they're telling me they're gonna coach me so I could be a dev. You know, like I guess basically what Boxer Fanatical doing, or like in another, because they call everybody a dev that's like basically on the team or around the team. So they say they'll pull me in because they was telling me, I think Brian Hayes, he said he came from doing certain things and he became a dev. So I was like, no, you can't. Yeah, exactly. I can tell you stubborn. I can tell you stubborn, Lozzie Shorty. Word up. Yeah, but you gotta be stubborn when it's something that you love and you want to be done right. You can't let other people move the needle for you. You gotta move it. Can't let other people dictate what you see as right. Yeah, people they always try to get me. Nah, but you gotta get be happy that we get in a boxing game. So I don't supposed to say nothing. I say I'm giving my feedback. You may not like my feedback. That's one thing, but don't tell me not to give feedback. Yeah, it's too many. It's too many. It ain't even yes men there. It seemed like I hate to throw Ash under the bus. It seemed like people like I always say it's like they got him hostage. It's like he can't because he tell us he did in the videos. He tell us he tried to make a boxing game, but he didn't have the skill. But once he hired somebody that had some skill, I'm putting it out there. He has some skill. He the one that seemed like trying to control the ship. He could get mad or whatever. I'm not gonna be in the game no more anyway, so I guess I'm gonna say what I want because I was trying to be a little passive about it, and that's not me. But it's like once I'm not in the game, I'm like yo, but I just don't want to fully disrespect Ash because Ash is a good person. Yeah, I get that. I've been bullied working for companies long enough. No way I'm having my own and not do what I want. I work for it. Exactly. Exactly. I know that as a businessman. So my thing always when I was working at a company, everybody always tell me like, man, you should never be working here, man. You got too many talents. And it seemed like that always transferred to everything. Online, everybody say, "Why no company never hire you?" They're not gonna hire me. They semi intimidated by me because it's like they can't control me, and you can't control if something is not right. It's not right. To me, I'm always a people person before I'm anything. I'm not a company man unless it's my company. Yeah, it's just crazy how companies just don't they just don't. I like the way you was doing it, Love C Shorty. You was actually, talking to us like on video. Like Ash should do more of those or have the developer thing. I always push that. I've been saying that from day one. I was acting like I was on the team. Like they want to say, introduce the team to the community. And I know why the team didn't want to be introduced to the community because now we know who to go after, and they know that a lot of us are not young kids, and older people were they know how to look for people. I started out saying I hire experience before rookie, but I hire a rookie now just so I don't have someone fighting my vision. Exactly, exactly. That's what happened with Ash. That's exactly what happened to Ash. I don't care what nobody say. Happened. That is what happened to Ash. Because when I talk to Ash, it's basically when Ash is talking, I say, "Yo, that's me. He talking like me." I say, "He got to be reading my stuff." But then when I see the product that he's making, I'm like, somebody bullying. But then when I see the coder, I see how he acts, and when I ask certain questions, because my thing, I'm gonna beat you down with some questions. I asked him questions. He said he's not really a boxing fan. He said he like what's that game? I really it's annoying to me with the blocks. What's the game with the blocks that's real popular? Dad, I'll forget this game. It's annoying to me though. But he likes that game. So I'm like game, and you letting this guy make your game. It was a lot of develop. It's a lot, especially right now. This is what I always be saying. It's a lot of developers out of work, and I've been on LinkedIn and I seen some highly talented developers, and I don't see nobody going after them, and that's crazy. I'm like, come on, man, get these people. You might could get them from a half price or something like that because these jokers need a job. I'm like, yo, it's like EA laying off people. You might be able to get some of the developers that worked on Fight Night that could give you some pointers on how to put clinching in or how to put some robes in there. And that's my thing. They don't put out. I will put out there. This like they're scared to put it out there. Need a developer that knows how to make robes or may know how to make clinching. They ain't gonna say that. That's the stupidest thing in the world. Must scared to say what they need online. Need a developer that know how to, put a referee in the ring. Why you can't post that on LinkedIn? Why are you so scared to post that? That's crazy. But I know who's holding back things like that because it makes them seem like they're not intelligent enough to do it. That's the head coder. He probably tell them, "No, don't hire nobody to put the referee in the ring. I can figure it out." Man, you've been figuring it out for 4 years. What's going on? You can figure out the robes. They keep saying they're gonna figure it out. No, get somebody that know how to do that. There's so many well-developed games that's using the Unity engine, and y'all not asking for these people. It's a lot of people not working. Use them. Yeah, they're gonna have to admit they can't do it, but it's you did. But people gonna see what you did do, and then you ask for these other people. They gonna do is enhance the product that you got because you can't hide. But people ain't that stupid that then think that they can't do it. I mean, they're like, yo, what's holding them back? It's been 4 years. What are you doing? It's crazy. I understand that. Let me see. Oh yeah, I was looking at the demographic. The demographic that play gaming offline, the demographic that play gaming offline, 13 and 19, they're interested in sports, often have a higher interest in sports and competitive gaming. Then they got the young adults, 20 to 35. Many young adults grew up with the classic boxing games and enjoy playing them for nostalgia. Then you got the middle-aged people that people keep trying to push away. Yeah, experience doesn't beat character. That's true. It's a the 50 to 51. They're interested in games that replicate the sport and remind them of classic fights. So you got that fan base. They keep saying they trying to make the games for it seems like for like 5 and 10 year olds or maybe teenagers, but you got a whole spectrum of people that will buy your product, and that's basically what um, Undisputed was supposed to be. It was basically supposed to be a boxing game for boxing fans, and then the game would have pulled in gaming fans. Give me a second. My mom's cooking something. You know. Yeah, I stay with my mother so I can take care of her. We both pay rent. I'm not staying with my mother. We both this is both our apartment. I'm married too, so I'm just staying with my mother to help her. She's old. Alright, because you see I'm kinda old too. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, so Lousy Shorty, when you making another appearance for us? When you coming out to say hi to everybody? I'm gonna try to go on for about another 14 minutes, if y'all don't mind. Oh yeah, this is see. I ain't read none of my notes. I'm like reading them out of order. It said the developers has cited that their status as an indie company as a reason for some of these shortcomings. While I appreciate the challenge indie developers face, this excuse only goes so far. After 4 years of development, we should have been more substantially seen more substantial progress. The base game should have focused on nailing a realistic boxing mechanics and tendencies, then building upon that foundation. Like I keep saying, man, I wish I could still fight. I was like, Dad, I'll destroy Jake Paul if I didn't. Because I'm blind in one eye and my hand. See, I could try to get over with the eye, but I fractured my hand. How many years ago? Probably about right before the pandemic. I punched the wall and I didn't realize in this apartment because I was mad about something and I punched the wall and there was a metal beam behind it. My hand just disintegrated on right on my knuckle. And being that I don't have a lot of money like most of them bucks, because I was telling the doctor, he's like, um, we're gonna operate on your hand and it's gonna get better. My hand didn't get better, and I said, because me and Shannon Briggs we're friends, and I was telling the doctor, I said, yo, my hand is not fixed right. My knuckle is not shaped right. I said, I got friends, Shannon Briggs, Ray Mercer, all these guys. I seen them break their hands numerous times, and they still, have a knuckle. My knuckle is like, let me see, you can see it. You see it? I don't have a knuckle right here. It's like kind of slope like. But I still could punch like a bag or something, but I can't like, you know. But you put on some gloves, I still fight Jay Paul. But I ain't in no shape for that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like wondering when we're gonna get another update. We should at least get at least four more updates from Steel City. At least four. Cause they gotta push something out big. And I know it's not gonna be something big enough for me to be happy. Maybe other people, but not me to be happy. Cause like with the career mode, it gotta be something major for the career mode. And whatever it is major for the career mode, if it ain't tendencies, I'm not gonna be. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, cause I was like, Dad, Lord, she showed he's like, you know, just disappeared. Not di- I, I know you didn't disappear because I know I try to hit you up at least probably once a week at least. You know, I just wanted the community to see you because you know how the community is. They always making up their own narratives. Everybody trying to get over on somebody, but they'll give money to anything. Like I say, yo, if you support somebody, if you support them in general, because that's what a lot of these guys are saying. No, we want to support Love She Shorty no matter what. And then they're the biggest ones complaining. If you're just gonna support me, that means if I'm talking like as if I was you. If you're gonna support me, that means if I did a GoFund or what's that name of the other site that I'm just forgetting everything. But you would have put money in that for me, without anything. Them people would have been giving you money for nothing. And what's that? What's the name of the something? I don't know. But they'd have gave you money for nothing just because you're making a game. Now they're talking junk. You got a game. They got a game, and it's not the way they want it to be. But that's the stupidest thing in the world because you're building on that game. You never told them that that was the game. You're still working on the game. Exactly. That's true. Exactly. Unconditional support. That's right. I see people. You ever see when people do them chats on YouTube? I see people be dropping $5, $10. Some people $25, $50. But nobody ain't throw none of that love see shorty way. Yeah, it's conditional. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, like, what's going showbiz the adult? Them people be giving him money like it's money is water. I like, God, dog. I should have about the same because I met showbiz the adult early. I said, daggone, I should have been because people been trying to. I'm not really. I box, but I'm not a talker, and that's crazy. And I'm talking like I'm talking now, but I'm not like breaking down boxing and stuff like that. No, I'm not. Because if that was the case, I could have. Because I know people in boxing, I could have got a job into boxing, but I'm not all them people and stuff like no. Because when I was boxing, it used to freak me out to look out in the crowd when I was fighting. I'm not a people person. It's crazy. I appreciate y'all support, man. That's dope that just came out. It's like 8 people showed up. I think it was 12 in total. Somebody came out. All it does is make me get more energy to do more videos and make them better because I can start investing in equipment. I don't want to invest in equipment because I'm thinking I'm not going to really be doing it. Why should I invest in equipment to talk when I'm not really getting people to support me? Come see my videos. They can even just come in and leave right back out. You know, that will that's support to me. I'm about to end the video because I know I had like two. Some of y'all are here almost 2 hours, but I'm about to end the video and I, appreciate y'all coming through. I love the support, and if you can, share it with people. And I'm gonna probably do another video probably in the middle of the week or next weekend. Um, just show support, share with somebody, tell them to share it, and get this going. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate you, Love C Shorty, and I appreciate anybody that came through to support me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, that'll be a good one. I appreciate you coming through, Hans Dolo.